Known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills.
Harrison Butker to kick
this weather is not cooperating as we're set to go. And we're off and running from Western New York. Here's Thomas on the return. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Allen comes out throwing. Finds a seam down the middle. He's quickly taken down with a gain across midfield. They're now to the opposing 47. Give him 24 yards on that one. And the Bills have a 1st down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond to it.
He'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Another one for Cook. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Allen on 3rd down. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. And he drives this into the pouring rain. And this one gets out of bounds. It was pushing some distance towards the goal line, but gets out at the 5. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 7-yard line as he gets hauled down.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Out left, Worthy makes the ground. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. They get 23 on that one. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City. So fresh set of downs now from 39. Pierce up the middle. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops. And he picked up close to 4. Even 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Right back it goes to Pierce. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line. Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that. Third down, it's Mahomes. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well. And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it. And that reaches the 35, but no further as it caroms out of bounds. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Now Allen off the play action. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. This one misses the tight end. And it's going to be 2nd down. Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league. 2nd down, Allen throwing again. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around. This one well struck and angled toward the sideline. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. That's caught. It's the rookie from Washington State. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Chiefs 1st down. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Finds him on the crossing route. He's out in the clear. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. They rip up a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Running left, it's Pierce. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one. Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Yellow! From the gun, it's Mahomes. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. I like that right there, Kate. Early in this game, show your cards. Double this guy. They know his ability, his reputation. Make somebody else beat you. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Yellow. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Matt Milano in to pick it up.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Here's Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. That's caught for the 1st. And they're going to down it by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. So that connection for a 1st will bring us to the end of the 1st. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They've got a 1st to begin the frame. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Well, right side, and Shakir has it. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Buffalo 1st. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and the Bills have a 1st down. All set to go now from the 35. Going to the ground again on 1st. He's got a gain of 6 there. That's George Karlaftis who got there for the stop.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Allen setting up to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Imagine the weather's playing a role here. Instead of trying a field goal, they're going to go for this. They'll go. Allen. He connects downfield. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. So good work to help reset those chains.
319!
To the air again, Allen. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
I watched practices today, Kate, both college and professionally. One thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he's going to advance them down to the 4-yard line. With your 5-yard gain, that brings up 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive. Try to stick them with the loss and make a difficult 4th down decision.
You've got 3 tight ends out there now. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing here, Allen. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Bass now to kick this away. Short kick gathered in at the 15. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. And now they face 2nd down.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They can revisit that play in the future.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Pride connecting with Xavier Worthy there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. We send a man in motion. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get 3rd down conversions, you get no rhythm.
They'll punt it away again. Blake Gillikin coming back to the field. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. Wow, tremendous punt here. This one's looking great, angling towards the sideline. And there won't be a return here. This punt is out of bounds. They'll say inside the 40. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10.
Brown 80!
Allen to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Frederick Duffy in to pick it off. And the Chiefs get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. It looked to me like that was actually his primary read on the play partner, but it's picked off before the ball could get there.
Yeah, definitely some advanced scouting by this defense. They know that that running back can be dangerous as a pass receiver as well, like so many in the league today. This defense was ready. Offense wanted to create that matchup, but the defense, they were prepared, and they took it away.
And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 31.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Handoff, headed left, Pierce. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something, an injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of the series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Yellow.
Third and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
Kansas City sends out its punt team. Blake Gillikin will kick it away. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Thomas on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Play action now with Allen. That one's complete, right side. And he'll get it up to the 44.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Back to throw now, Allen. Finds him over the middle. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. And off to Cook here out of his own lead. Defense following the ball perfectly on that zone read and closing on him for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Allen on the play action. Defender runs right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
The screen for Cook. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. The Bills with a punt team out there. Smith on this return. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Working near his goal line. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, it's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
It's a pickup of 26, and it's going to be first down, Kansas City. New set of downs for him from the 31. First down throw, Mahomes.
First down, Kansas City.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Maxwell Hairston picks it off. And the Bills are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Pass intercepted. The Bills take over first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. First and 10. Here's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up second and 7.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more when they know it.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Allen. Dumps this off to Cook. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Allen on third down. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Great, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Bass's kick is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
We hear it every single week, Kate, when we talk to these special teams coaches, frankly, the whole team and head coaches, how important just that momentum is coming into break and heading out of break. Well, that was job well done. Mission accomplished to score before the end of half.
Bass now to kick this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. First and 10, it's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. He'll throw it. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Looking to throw. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Here's the final play of our first half. Looking to throw. one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Bass now to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Yellow, yellow. Right side.
They'll go right back to Pierce. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
And the 1st down, Chiefs.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Right side.
From the pistol, give to Pierce. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Taylor wrapped in to pick that one off. And the Bills get the football back on the interception and now have it at the 28.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Now a give to Cook, running left. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Bills have a 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they're full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
319!
They'll throw 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And the hit is made, so they begged to the competition, but they didn't break, Brock, as they force this 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Back to throw it. He's got it to his running back. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the press for moving the chains that time.
just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sail that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
Cook trying this one up the gut. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Again, it's Cook. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be March's no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
319!
3rd and long. They're going to throw. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
This is 3rd and goal. They're backed up to the 9.
Look out!
He finds him right side. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills push their lead further to start the half. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Bass now to kick this away. Power squib kick is taken in. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Play action. Mahomes. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Pistol now for Mahomes. Right back to Worthy. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Now we pause for a moment for an injury. Somebody on the offense. That's Xavier Worthy, who was hurt on the play. So now here's 3rd and 5. Defense contains him. That's going to force fourth down as he's dropped for a loss.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed third down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on fourth. Mahomes to throw for it. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
They'll start with a give to Davis. Wrong flat. First guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So we hit the end of the third quarter. The Bills hold both the football and a solid lead here as they try to close this out. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Round 80!
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. That's incomplete on 2nd down. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. They got a man open and beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
319!
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Punting unit out now. And they could really use a good one here.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10.
Yellow! Martin!
Heads out on a bootleg. Completed to his running back. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24. Working quickly here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
To the air, Mahomes. He's across the 35. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They strike for 23 yards. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Yellow! Martin!
Handoff running right. Pierce. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
So much to like about that run, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Complete beyond the marker. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th.
Yellow!
Man in motion here. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He finds it beyond the marker. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. And that was is a big 3-yard gain because instead of a turnover on downs, partner, it gets them a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Yellow! Fight!
Off play action, it's Mahomes. Has it downfield, working the left. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Back to the air, Mahomes. And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Did it all right there. Now we've got to regroup for second down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that passing block. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
All right, go, Lou, Eddie! Yellow! Fight!
Throwing again, Mahomes. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Yellow!
Third down, it's Mahomes. Brought in. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs now within one score in the fourth. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Thomas on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. First call here coming from the shotgun. Allen. Dumped off to his running back. Room to work at the 35. Inside the 45. And he gets this one down to the 27. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Got to be pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. Pressure coming. It's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
Second down run by Davis. And this is going to be just what this defense ordered. A great play to back these guys up. Shift the momentum a little here in the fourth.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Counter deep here to Davis. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up fourth down. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. Big moment for Tyler Bass here. This one from an even 40 yards out.
A 40-yard attempt.
Bass's kick is good. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down. You hate to see this on fourth down for that defense, roughing the kicker. Now they've got a first inside the red zone. They'll run here following the penalty. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Going right back to Davis. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Bills leading by 7. Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. He's back to throw. Makes the catch. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Bass's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. When they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Bass now to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. 2nd and 3 now.
At the 42-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Those are exactly the plays, Kate, that the corners in this league make their money and make their reputation. A one-on-one, and he wins that battle.
To throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
No timeouts and down 2 scores. They've got to find points quickly here. It's 1st and 10. Another throw for Mahomes. Out left, Worthy makes the grab. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Completed over the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down. first and 10. Here's Mahomes. Trying to push deep downfield. Caught just shy of the goal line. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs making a 4-point game here in the fourth. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done. I've heard great receiver coaches say, watch your fingers wrap around the ball. You know, it's pretty clear he should have had that one, and he didn't get the job done. And 2 points, well, they're left on the table.
Chiefs have it! Okay, they pulled it off. Now they have one final gasp. Either get into the end zone or leave here with the L.
How many times do we see these teams at this point of desperation late in the game needing to kick and not get it? So nice to see one of them actually rewarded with all that effort. Now it comes down to the execution of this offense. Can they do what their special teams just did and go execute, score a touchdown, and find a way to win?
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Yellow.
He'll look to throw it. Setting up the screen. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Looking to throw it. He gets it to Rice. Right out of bounds after a small gain. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First down, Chiefs.
Setting up to pass. He's got it inside the 10. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here 1st and goal. Back to throw. Jump off, caught by his back. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone in the line. Here he is to throw. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
5th DB out there now. Big rep for this defense on 3rd and goal.
15.
Here he is to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Fails to find his running back. So now they're left with 4th and goal.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And that's a touchdown. The catch is made, and they lead just before the end of this game. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bills is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Allen. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Trying to find Ray Davis out of the backfield. And it sets up 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He's got it deep downfield. The Buffalo's going to call it 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
Bills, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Hits his running back. And they make the tackle at the 38. Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Time not on their side here as they get set for 1st down. No timeouts remaining either. Allen gonna throw again. Working the sideline, that's Palmer. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative. And the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Ground 80!
To the air again, Allen. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Looking good, and it's through. And in the final moments, they force overtime. That's going to do it for regulation, so some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime. And in overtime here, Brock, I know you love this one. A touchdown, no longer an instant victory. No matter the outcome of that opening series, the other side gets the football with a chance to then tie or win it. And if we're tied after those 2 drives, we'll play on until there's another score or time expires.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Well, both teams have battled not just each other over 4 quarters, Brock, but these elements as well, and it's not letting up. Overtime is underway. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Pierce. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Well, this certainly makes the 3rd down easier. Nearly avoided it altogether. Gain of 10 right up near that marker now.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was merely room to add even more.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. From the gun, here's Pierce. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers out front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
3rd down and 13.
Yellow.
Off play action, it's Mahomes. This is cut downfield by Rice. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
Chiefs, 1st down. It's a gain of 25 yards.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. All right, so an important landmark crossed on that play. They're inside the red zone now, partner. Now, new overtime rules mean they can't win it with a touchdown, but more times than not, a touchdown does ensure they don't lose it on the next series either.
Yeah, and you do all this work, all this heavy lifting to get into the red zone, it's got to be a touchdown, and that's all you're thinking offensively. You are not going to feel good coming off the field if you got to settle for 3.
They go heavy on this 1st and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Pierce up the middle. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a game down to the 1. Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be unable to stop the clock again here in overtime.
Yellow.
They'll send him up the middle. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
First drive of overtime and a little risk of stalling out now. Got to get 4 here on 3rd down. Now to throw. And he hauls that one in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take the lead in this game. Butker to try the point after. The extra point is good, and that's a big one. Now their defense just has to defend a 7-point lead here in overtime. Challenge has been laid down, partner. It's time to see if they have an answer prepared as we're off again. Here's Thomas on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10.
319.
Now it's his turn in overtime. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
There you go.
Gotta hurry this to the line.
A loss of 11. It's 2nd and 21 at the 15-yard line.
Middle.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing now. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. This is it, Brock. Make or break right here. Overtime rules gave them a chance to go touchdown for touchdown. But if they don't come through on this 4th down, they have wasted that chance.
And they're humans down there. They're not robots. They know exactly what these circumstances are, but this is also, Kate, where you tell yourself just do your job. Just do what you have been trained to do. You can't make it more and bigger than it is, or else they're going to fail.
So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Buffalo.